Saturdays and Sundays, they go to work. So is it you that you will now come back and start painting or start drawing? No, you just have to keep that dream aside because you're stuck in a job you don't like. I would say create content. I mean, as boring or as difficult as that job is, or as much as you hate it, you can create content. Do your morning vlog, how you're dressing up, how you woke up, your daily prayer, show us how you're going to work.
Looks like you're here for another exciting episode. Welcome, guys. This is BHM Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Brighter Attitude, your number one reality of life podcast. I'm your host, Ibko, and today we're going to be talking about being stuck in a job you hate just because of survival. Before I dive into this properly, I would like to say this. I understand your pain. I have been there. So let me share my own story. So I think in year 2022, during ASU strike, I had the opportunity to start teaching in a school. And that was a traumatic experience for me. Why? Because I actually went to teach in that school because I didn't want to stay idle at home without doing anything. When I got there, I was a class teacher. I was taking Primary 1 and Primary 2. I was taking all the subjects. It was so tiring, exhausting. I could not even understand myself. On Fridays, I am always happy because I don't have to go there. I don't have to go to school to teach anybody. I don't have to mark. I don't have to start shouting, sit down there. I don't have to write lesson notes. I don't have to think about anything. The only thing I think about is myself. So I'm always happy and I get to do things that I enjoy. Imagine me taking Primary 1 and Primary 2 and I'm taking all the subjects. And I'm also the class teacher. But on one day, I am sad, unhappy, because I have to go back and start teaching again. And that was how I did it. I did it till I think around October when they called off the strike. But my school said no, they were going to resume December 15th. I told them I'm no longer working again with that. I will stay at the till December 15th. That was how I was able to escape it. But that experience for me was not good at all because I did not enjoy it. It was a job I hated so much. I hated it so much because it was draining me. Imagine me waking up 5 a.m. in the morning, preparing for school. I would have to cook and do every other thing, and then go to school at least get to school before 7:30, just because you have to meet up with the assembly, and you just have to be in school before it. But I have to say this: primary school and secondary school, you guys need to do better. At least 9 a.m. you guys should resume school. I've programmed this in my head that you cannot work in any organization that says, oh, you have to resume 8, oh, you have to resume 9. It is so tiring for me. When I experienced that, it was traumatic. I did not enjoy it. It was draining, it was exhausting. And this is the fate of so many other people. Imagine you stuck in a job that you hate deeply, but you don't even know what to do about it. That is my story. Let's dive in properly. Let's talk about the struggle of being stuck in a job you hate. We're going to be discussing why so many people are stuck in jobs they hate. So many people are doing things they do not like and they keep asking themselves, is this my life? So for number one would be the pressure of survival. I know everybody wants to survive. We have bills to pay, you have rent, you have clothing, you have shelter, you have food, you have school fees to do, you have a lot of things to do with someone. So you just have to do anything, anything, even if you hate it, you have to stay there. You're stuck there because you have to survive at the end of the day. What would you hate when you give up on that job? When you say, oh, I'm not doing that again. Oh, I'm not going back to that work again because it is exhausting. It is not something that I like. What would you eat? So many people are stuck in jobs they do not like because of survival. Everybody has to survive. Period. Let me give an example. I will use Lagos or Abuja as an example. Let's say a graduate who just moved to either Lagos or Abuja and you have this dream of starting like a fashion business. Well, let's say you started it, but it was not really making sales like that because you need numbers for this thing to actually work. You need followers, you need to know people for this your business to actually work. So, and you have house rent, you have other things, and a lot of bills to pay. You even have to send money home monthly. Then you just say, okay, well, let me start applying for jobs. And eventually you got this 9 to 5. But that is not what you actually want. But you have to do it because survival takes priority. You just have to do this thing because you have bills to pay. You need to send money home monthly, and you have other things to do with money. At the end of the day, you just have to kill or put that dream aside and focus on survival at the moment. Even if you're not convenient with that job, or even if you hate that job, you just have to do it because I've said it, everybody needs to survive. Like that. So without money, it is harder. So everybody has to survive. So we keep seeing ourselves repeating cycles that we hate so much because we actually need to survive. Number two, we have dreams on hold. Just like the example I gave. survival takes priority. Maybe a business, a lady who has this dream of having a fashion business, but because of survival, she picks up a 9 to 5 job. Now, can she actually continue with her dreams? You're going to 9 to 5 every day, you'll be exhausted. When you get back home, you cannot even think of anything. You just want to lie down, eat, and sleep because you still have to repeat that cycle tomorrow. So you just have to forfeit that dream. It's just like you're leaving it aside or you're closing the book of that dream because you have to survive. Because that 9 to 5 is draining you. Imagine someone who says, "Oh, I am an artist," and you're good at what you do, but it is not paying the bills at the moment, and you pick up a bank job. I know bankers, I think they close late at night or in the evening. Is it you that you will come back? Even I think Saturdays and Sundays they go to work. So is it you that you will now come back and start painting or start drawing? No, you just have to keep that dream aside because you're stuck in a job you don't like. Because survival takes priority. You just have to do what you have to do at the end of the day. That doesn't mean you're lazy, it just means you accepted the survival mode. Don't even get me started on the emotional trauma. Like I said at the beginning of my story, I was traumatized. Let me tell you still what traumatized. Maybe I am exaggerating, but I was tired. I wasn't feeling myself because it is not something that I love doing. I just hate it. I hated that job with passion. I'm just going there because I don't want to stay at home. Every day is like hard. Every day is hard. Every day is like I am forcing myself to do something I don't want. And it is mentally draining. It is draining. It is frustrating me. And this is happening to so many people. The emotional trauma of being stuck in a job you actually hate because you just have to do it. You're going there, but you're just going there because of the money. You're not enjoying it. It's not something you enjoy doing. It's not something you like. You hate it so much, but you don't have a choice. And emotionally, it is draining you. Even physically, it is weighing you down. You don't know what to do because you just have to continue. You just have to move on with the cycle and just go through it till the day God says, "Oh, I'm coming to help you." Don't mind me. Another reason why people stay, another struggle that people experience is the fear of the unknown. I mean, you hate this job so much and you start thinking, should I leave? Should I? And you keep asking yourself this question, or you're scared because you don't know how to start. You don't know what to do next. Yes, you have that dream, you have that business. Let nobody lie to you. Dreams takes time to be fruitful. That your dream, it takes time before it is going to feed you. Yeah, it is a good dream, but it takes time. So you start thinking, if I leave this job, what would I do? How would I survive? My daily bread. How do I get to pay my rent? How do I get to pay for my children's school fees? How do I get to even feed myself, clothe myself, buy things for myself, send money to the family, a lot of bills? How do I pay my bills? You start thinking, are you sure this thing doesn't want it? Should I give it a try? You're scared. Fear of the unknown because you don't actually know how life is going to hit you. So you just keep telling yourself, stay. Because a lot is at stake. Now, let me give you tips of how to cope while you are still there. Number one should be reframe your mind. Shift the mindset. Try to see the job you're doing as a stepping stone, maybe as an opportunity for you to gather money and be able to fulfill that your dream. Start to see it as a stepping stone and not a death sentence. Even if you're not enjoying this, just try to open your mind and see it as, oh, something positive is actually coming out of it, so I'm not wasting my time. My number two should be use the job as a capital to sponsor that your hobby or that your dream. I've said it, just try to gather some funds through your 9 to 5 or the job that you hate and try to use it to build that your dream that you love so much. And with that, you'll be able to accomplish a lot of things and be able to see the job as something that might really bring out something great. Then number three, I would say create content. I mean, as boring or as difficult as that job is, or as much as you hate it, you can create content. Do your morning vlog, how you're dressing up, how you woke up, your daily prayer, show us how you're going to work. As time goes by, you will gather audience. People will love you. People will love how you vlog about your work. Tell them what you eat about the work. Tell them how you're strategizing. Tell them how you're building yourself. Tell them your highs, your lows, and everything. Give them relatable content because at the end of the day, you meet people that are actually going through what you're going through. So with content, you're not really losing at both sides. You're doing something that you enjoy, even if it's just giving a tour of all the things that you do in a day. And at the same time, you're doing the job that you hate. So at least there should be like a balance. And lastly, plan an exit strategy. That one hard, but you just have to do it. because you cannot keep staying in a job that you hate, a job that you don't enjoy, a job that is draining you mentally. At the end of the day, even if it takes years, try to plan your exits. Try to gather funds that can, everything is just intertwined, everything is connected. Try to gather funds that can give you that dream, that can build your dreams and every other thing. I know that it's actually difficult to exit a job that fits you. I mean, a job that pays the bill and every other thing. But at the end of the day, it's a job that you hate. Survival is important, so also living is important. Why do things that you hate all through your life when there are better ways to do it? So that is why I would say, if you're stuck in a job you hate, make sure you're planning your exits. You have your saving funds that you can use to actually push your dreams. So at the end of the day, you're not at the losing point. So we've come to the end of today's episode. I hope you had a great time because I did. But as our usual tradition, before I go, I have a question to ask you guys. I'd like you guys to leave your answers in the comments. I will be there to see it. So here goes my question. Have you ever felt trapped in a job you hate? Why did you stay? How did you cope? Or how are you coping? Share your story. I would like to see them in the comments. Thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you had a wonderful time. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to share with someone. I will see you all in my next video. But until then, make sure to keep your heart bright and your spirit light. I am home. Bye.